Live from Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the St. Louis Cardinals.
Ladies and gentlemen,
first pitch coming your way next.
St. Louis Cardinals.
All right, first pitch coming up. And our starting pitcher here today, Chris Carpenter.
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
All right, ready to go here. And now for the Jays, Garcia.
The second baseman, number 7.
The pitch. Fastball in for a strike. And that's how this game gets started. Next pitch is inside. And that is ball 1. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now Lloyd Mosley. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And the right-hander deals. Check swing, but he went too far. And the count 1-1. Garcia gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next pitch just misses. And the count is even 2-2. And now it's filled up. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. 2 runners on, nobody out, and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
And now here is number 5. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. First and second here, no outs. Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. To second, there's one. A sensational double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
So here's the cleanup hitter, George Bell. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Two outs with a runner at third. That clips a corner. Here's a 1-1. And there's a foul ball. Ball and 2 strikes. Got him looking for the strikeout. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here in St. Louis, on the hill here today, number 37.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Digging in, number 22. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And here it comes. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. The 0-2. That's a little bit low.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented.
Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That one ripped. Makes the grab, 2 away.
Batting third. The first
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's going to be number 5. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Check swing. He went. It's 0-1. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
The 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Going to count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Redbirds down quietly. We played an inning. No score. Back here in St. Louis, top of the second. Now here is Al Oliver.
Oliver.
The wind of the pitch. Way high.
Ball 1, no strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
In there. And so now 1 and 2. Right-hander kicks, deals. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So digging in, number 26. That catches the top part of the zone. Strike one. And a pitch. In there at the knees for a strike. And Chris behind the plate today, James Kingsley, known for being a little generous on the edges. Second inning here, no score. That's inside. The next pitch misses. 2-2. Ripped to third and caught.
The catcher,
Ernie Witt will hit next. First offering and it just misses.
Counts 1-0.
And there's a strike. And he grounds one back up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Runner at first with 2 away. Here's the rookie right fielder, number 29. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. Righty to the plate. Just off the outside edge. Witt, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a ground ball out to short. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the center fielder, Jim Edmonds. And the pitch. Ball 1 low. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. And it's caught for the out.
batting fifth, the third baseman,
Number 27. Next up for the Cardinals. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And that's in there for strike one.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike three.
Quick work on the three-pitch strikeout right there. Started him with the slider in the zone to jump ahead, then sped him up with the fastball for strike two. And at that point, you can go a lot of different directions. He put him in the rocking chair by going back to the slider, this time out of the zone, and got him the chase for the punch-out.
Now here is Juan Encarnacion. And a base hit up the middle. And that keeps the inning alive.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Ronnie Belliard next up for the Cardinals. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
That one missed. The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
And he deals.
Ball. 3 balls.
Molina up next for the Cardinals. Kicks and fires. They say it went. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. In the air, right field. Lays out and makes the play.
Great diving catch to end the inning after the pitcher battles through a tough one. That'll fire up the dugout. Time to go hit.
Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And now for the Jays, Tony Fernandez. Carpenter back to work. Lined into right. And he'll play it on a bounce.
Wastes no time there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Garcia next up for the Blue Jays. Misses outside. Ball one. That one down the line, and it's just foul. That was close. The 1-1 is upstairs, and a count 2-1. The pitch.
Ball 3.
Lloyd Mosley waiting to hit for Toronto. Fernandez aboard here at first with nobody out. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
First and second, no outs. Lloyd Mosley next up for the Blue Jays. And that's outside.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
No outs, runners at first and second. Bunting for a hit. Goes to second, safe there. And that's a bunt single that was placed perfectly. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
So up next for Toronto, number 5. He's 0 for 1. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. No movement on the base. It's ball 1. And that misses off the outside edge.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
And the righty deals. Base hit into right center. One run's in. Now the second run is in. Mosley rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw is wild and it gets away.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, George Bell. He was a strikeout victim his first time. In there, and it's 0-1. There's a strike.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
The 0-2. Swings and misses. Now one away.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Slides. He's got it. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Number 26 next up for the Blue Jays. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Kicks and deals. Strike two. Swing and a ball popped up. Great effort as he's able to haul it in, and that ends the inning. But 3 runs come across in the inning, all on this 3-run double. It's now 3-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now Molina at the plate.
The catcher, number 4.
The wide to kick the pitch.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And a foul ball. And now it's 1-2. This one popped up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Batting ninth, the left fielder, Shu Taguchi.
So up next, Shu Taguchi. In there for strike one. And that's downstairs and outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next pitch misses. Ball 2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full. The punch out there, and there's 2 away. Number 22 next up for the Cardinals. First time up was a pop out. And takes low for ball 1. Swing and a ball popped up. Fair ball.
When you pop a ball up like that, you don't expect it to get you not too often, but right there, somehow he got it to drop in behind first base, and that's where no one could get to it.
So 2 down. Now at the plate, Chris Duncan. He's 0 for 1. And there's the strike.
0-1.
Next pitch is downstairs. That's down and in.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And a 2-1 on the way.
Nope, outside.
Number 5, hoping for a chance he would represent the tying run.
Yeah, Boog, plenty of power in that bat. They'd love to give him a shot here.
Runner on the go. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. The pitch. Got him. That's the 3rd out. 1 hit, 1 left. On to inning number 4. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here at Busch Stadium. Start of the 4th, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Ernie Whitt. The wind of the pitch. That one's in there. Strike 1.
Well, these Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
And a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And now, number 29. First pitch just misses.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Right-hander kicks, deals. So 2 balls and no strikes. Misses inside, and that's ball 3. Runner at first with no outs here. And a 3-0 finds the zone.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
The 3-1. Swing and a miss. Struck him out swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
Line drive, base hit. Lead runner around second. Edmonds to third, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Garcia next up for the Blue Jays. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball one. Runners are at the corners, one away. That one a little bit high, and that's ball two.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
At the belt and fires. Just missed.
3-0.
And a pitch. There's a strike. Line drive, base hit right field. In comes the run from third, and it's 4-0. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only one away.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And next for Toronto, Lloyd Mosley. Mosley checks his swing, appeal to third, and he went, says Larry Bullard. And now the 0-1.
Ball one.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
High fly ball out into left center field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning.
Base runner decided to test him, and it was a bad decision. Outstanding throw on a frozen rope at home. That'll end the inning with a bang.
Back here at the ballpark, ready to go, bottom four. Leading off, number 5. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Jim Edmonds next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 1 so far. That misses the zone. Ball one.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Check swing. He held up. And that's ball 2. The wind and the pitch. Just missed.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And a pitch. And there's ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Number 27, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Next one misses, and the count is 1-1. Edmonds, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That's off the mark. Now 3-1.
Well, these guys have had a hard time scoring in this one. The guy out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
The pitch. And he walked him.
Now batting, right fielder,
Juan Encarnacion. Next up for the Cardinals. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. Ball one, no strikes.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Falling behind 2-1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And that one fouled off. 2-2 now. And down on strikes. And there's 2 down.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Belliard, the next to hit, takes ball one. Right down to shoot, and a count 1-1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Here's a 1-1. Lifted in the air, right field. Number 29 going back on this one. And that'll do it. So the Cards strand a couple. They trail it here 4-0. And welcome back. We go to the top of the 5th. And the batter now, number 5.
Number 5.
The pitch. Just missed.
Well, these Blue Jays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've seen how many line drive base hits they've been able to produce in this one. 6 to be exact, and they've all been pretty loud.
Next one in the dirt. That misses the zone, and the count is 3-1. Left-hand batter waits. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Leading off for Toronto.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Chris Carpenter won't go any further, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment. Number 52 comes on now.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Man at first, George Bell next up for the Blue Jays, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. first pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for guys to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
The next offering misses, and now it's even 1-1. Hard ground ball, base knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
He was all over that one. Didn't make quality contact on the ground ball to the pull side, but sometimes it's just a matter of finding the hole in the defense.
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Al Oliver. Line drive, caught to second with the throw and no chance to get back. It's a double play.
Number 26.
And now for the Jays, number 26. And fouled off. Bell leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
All over that one right there. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
And now Ernie Witt. And the slider just misses. First and second, 2 down. There's a strike. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field and puts the squeeze on that. And the inning is over. Blue Jays leave a pair, but they lead it 4-0. Welcome back. Bottom of the inning. And now the Cardinals catcher, Molina.
Number 4.
The pitch. And downstairs.
You know, these Cardinals just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
And here it comes. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Off the plate, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next offering is in the dirt.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Next offering is fouled back. Downstairs, and it misses. Ball 4.
It's not easy laying off that pitch. It's designed to fool you, but he just wasn't fooled at all.
So a man aboard, Shu Taguchi. Next up for the Cardinals. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Leadoff man on. It's time to play a little small ball. Get some base runners. Try to dig yourself out of the hole.
On the ground, right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And here is number 22 in the dirt, blocked. Well done behind the dish. The 1-0. And that skips in the dirt.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. And that one is inside. Down. There's the strike. And they're all loaded up.
They just keep handing out gifts, Boog. Were we supposed to bring something?
See, I think just our presence is the present. Now up for St. Louis, Chris Duncan. And first offering is fouled off.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
In the air out to center. Mosley on the move. Nice grab on the run. Both runners tagging. Pulls into third safely, and a run comes in to score.
Well, right there, he's definitely looking for more than just a sac fly with the bases loaded and nobody out, but you'll take it. Now it's up to the guys coming up behind him to pick up the rest of those runners on base.
Number 5, next up for the Cardinals. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
And the next pitch is way outside.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
And the right-hander deals. Battling here as he fouls it away. Started after it, appeal to first. No swing. Gary Simmons with the call. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout, just didn't locate it very well.
Two on, one out. In the dirt, runners hold tight, but it's a full count now. First and third, one down. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And a 3-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Could get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And now Jim Edmonds. Check swing, went around. 0-1. Corners are occupied with 2 down. And that is in for a strike. 0-2 now. Two on, 2 outs. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Oh, and 2 now. Ball 1 there.
2 strikes.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Swings and misses, struck him out. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We're through 5. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Cardinals 1. All set for the top of the 6th. And now for the Jays, number 29. And the pitch. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Movement in the bullpen. Brandon Cooper up and loosening in the pen. Flores, the lefty, warming up as well. And the 1-0. And a big swing and a miss. The 1-1. And that's outside. Righty to the plate. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Check swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. Nope, he held back. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Man at first. So up next for Toronto, Tony Fernandez. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Nobody out. Runner at first. Oh, and 2 now. Tap back up the middle. Feeds to second. Out there. To first. Double play. And it goes 1-6-3.
Great job on the mound, fielding his position and making a good throw to second to get the double play started. Far too often we see pitchers have a hard time with that throw, but no issues right there. That's good practice paying off in a game and resulting in 2 big outs.
Stepping in, Garcia. First offering, misses the mark.
Ball 1, no strike.
They say it went.
1 ball,
Next offering misses, and it's 2-1. Good eye right there. Swing and a miss, and a full count now. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Mosley in the box here, lets that one go for a ball.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Next one misses, and the count is 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and the speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Move over to first, trying to keep him close. Garcia off of first with 2 away. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Tried to check his swing there, appeal to third. No swing. On a line, base hit. Garcia headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. The run comes in from second. It's 5-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. Takes an inside pitch and just fillets it over there to left field. And that's all he had to do is get something to the outfield grass to push that run across.
And next for Toronto, number 5. 1 for 2. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Here comes a pitch. And that one is in for a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Next one is off the plate. Now 2-2. Throw to first. Mosley back in on a dive. Righty delivers. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And that one is lifted in the air. Automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
Brad Thompson takes over on the mound.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the guys in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that one out your team needs from you.
George Bell next up for the Blue Jays. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. This one smacked out to left center. And it's into the gap. And that's going to roll to the wall. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's 7-1. A 2-run double.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. If you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
And in scoring position with 2 away. Al Oliver next up for the Blue Jays. And there's the strike. Man on second, 2 down.
Hey.
That one not close. And the count is 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's a 1-2. He goes down looking. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. Blue Jays 7 and the Cardinals 1. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now the third baseman, number 27.
The third baseman, number 27.
The wind of the pitch.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
1 down.
Now batting, right fielder,
Juan Encarnacion getting ready to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down.
now batting,
Ronnie Belliar next up for the Cardinals. First pitch, and he just misses. Kicks and fires. They say it went.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is upstairs, and a count 2-1. In the dirt, and the runner stays where he is. Encarnacion stands at first with 1 out. The next pitch misses, and now 3-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now 2 out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Molina in the box now. No balls and a strike. And the pitch.
Oh, that's just out.
And a count 1-2. The pitch. Lifted in the air, right center field. Number 29 moving in on this one. Grabs it on the run. And that is that. The Cards leave one. They're down 7-1. Top of inning number 7. And now for the Jays, number 26.
Number 26.
Thompson back to work. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Now this is in the air down the line. Encarnacion flashes the leather on the run and catch.
The catcher, number 14,
Ernie Witt next up for the Blue Jays. Ball one low. That's a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. And the righty deals. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And there's 2 away.
Oh, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Number 29 in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Ball to strike. In the air to left center. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Man at second here with 2 away. Tony Fernandez next up for the Blue Jays. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Runner leads away at second.
That's a ball. 2 balls.
2 outs. And 1 in scoring position. That one missed. Now 3-0. And he pumps it a strike. And a foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swings through it for the K. Pulled the string on the changeup.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
bottom of the 7th. Here's the
Leading
left
off
fielder,
for the
Shu
Cardinals,
Taguchi.
the left fielder, Shu Taguchi.
The right-hander back to work. And it's fouled away. Next pitch misses inside. And 1-1. Swings through that one.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Next pitch is in the dirt. 3-2 now.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
And the batter will be the shortstop, number 22. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Pulls that one foul. Ball to strike. The pitch. Bounce to third. And that chance handled. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now back, the designated hitter, Chris Duncan.
So now the DH spot, Chris Duncan. First offering, and it just misses.
Counts 1-0.
And that one missing low. Next pitch is outside, and it's 3-0. Number 5 in the St. Louis on deck circle. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Foul ball. The pitch. And that one wrapped foul. And that's ball 4.
Dolly's been in a very giving mood today.
Now batting, number 5.
2 outs, runner at first. And stepping in for the Cardinals, number 5. First pitch, not close. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Number 30 getting loose out there. Number 36 getting cranked up as well. The 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Duncan off of first with 2 away. Next pitch misses, and now 3-0. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
First and second, 2 down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jim Edmonds. A strikeout and a walk. That one's in there, 0-1. struck out.
First base.
And it hit him.
Boo, you have any memorable hit by pitches yourself? Maybe high school, college?
No, but I almost did get decapitated by a foul ball at Old Tiger Stadium. And first offering is fouled off. At the belt and fires. Bounce back to the mound. He caught it behind his back.
Yep.
And that's a nice play to end the inning. What a play to end the inning. There's no way he saw that into the glove.
No, you're absolutely right. All he knew was the grounder was somewhere behind him. Just threw his glove out there and it stuck. That was pretty cool.
Back here in St. Louis, now it's the second baseman, Garcia.
Number 7.
And the right-hander back to work. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there's one down.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the center fielder, Lloyd.
Next to hit, Lloyd Mosley. That's a strike, and it's 0-1. Good eye in that spot. The next offering misses, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. The wind to kick the pitch. Stays alive. And he deals. This one high in the air to left center. Taguchi on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are two down.
Number 5.
So up next for Toronto, number 5. Ground ball up the middle. Sends it to first, and that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, and they're on top 7-1. Number 30 gets the ball now.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Juan Encarnacion digs in now.
The right fielder, Juan Encarnacion.
And the pitch. Strike on the inside corner. And now the count is even. And another ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That just misses. And now 3 balls and a strike. The wind and the pitch. Now fly ball to right center. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. 1 away.
The batter, number 7. Second baseman.
And here is Ronnie Belliard. First offering misses the mark. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Number 31, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. The wind of the pitch. Fouled off left side. Right-handed reliever. Inside, just missed. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Next one misses, and it's 3-2. In the air out towards right center. Number 29 should have this one. Calls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, number 4.
2 outs, base is empty. Molina now at the plate. And the first offering is not close. And that one clips the corner. The 1-1.
Nope. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one fouled off. Next offering is down low, and it's a full count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So 2 down. Next to hit, Shu Taguchi. 1 for 3. That one fouled off. Molina, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering is in for a strike. And that's outside. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That's the inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Randy Flores.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And here it comes. Bell, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. That one catches the zone. That's strike two.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
The 1-2. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
At the plate, Al Oliver. First offering misses badly for ball one. And that's a little bit high. And now 2-1. And now 2-2. And a pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. In the dirt. Gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Number 26. The next to hit takes outside. The 1-0. And there's a ball.
2-0.
Two and 1 now. That's a strike across the top of the zone. That one drifts inside. Bounce to the right. Belliard gathers and throws to first. That's out number 3. 3 up, 3 down that time. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order, due up. Blue Jays 7 and the Cardinals 1. Bottom of the 9th, and here's the St. Louis leadoff man, number 22.
Number 22.
And the pitch. And takes low for ball 1. And a good eye there. The pitch. And it is 2-1. The 2-1 is high. And now a full count. The pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Right-hander kick steals. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then buried that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Duncan now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Next pitch downstairs. Now 1-2.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Duncan tries to check his swing. Now a look to third, and he held back according to Larry Bullard. Next offering misses, and the count's full.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Ripped to third and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Number 5 next up for the Cardinals. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Hit on the ground to the right side, and it stays fair. Now he turns and heads for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And now the center fielder, Jim Edmonds. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Left-hand batter waits.
Yeah.
Way high.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Popped up to the left into foul ground, and he's got it. Ball game, and the Blue Jays take this one in a blowout.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
And a 7-1 finish in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.